Grand Rising, kings and queens. I call you guys kings and queens because if you're on this channel, we put the class and class-based shooter. Me, I consider myself the king, your boy Android Centaur 5, and we are back with another video for this great game called Payday 3. And like I said, crowd control is the king to this game right now. Uh, I don't think it's the whole armor meta thing that everyone was saying. It's all about crowd control. And these two videos that I'm going to put up today, I'm doing a double today, you guys. These two videos I'm putting up for crowd control are the best that you can possibly get in the game. You definitely should have both of these two in the game. And if you don't, it's gonna be really hard for you. Putting these two in the game just makes Overkill a cakewalk. We're gonna start off with this one here called the Human Shield Sentry build, and like I said, I'll let it speak for itself. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's go. We're here at the loadouts for the crowd control human shield build. Like I told you earlier, I'm going to be coming at you guys with two videos today. Both of them are crowd control, just different versions of crowd control. Both of them are very useful. I think you should have both of them in any of your games, especially if you're doing Overkill or Kiss the Shelf at all times. Both of them should be there. Let's try to go ahead and speed through this real fast because the gameplay, I mean, the loadout is one thing, the skills is one thing, but seeing it in action just brings it all together. So we definitely want to get to that point as quickly as possible. Went with Joy because, you know, I just like using Joy. Like, really, I try to use all of the heisters, but, you know, Joy just is so tiny and everything fits on her looking really well. With this particular loadout, I think a shotgun works the best for what we're going to try to do with the shield, with the skills. And the best shotgun in the game right now, in my opinion, is definitely this 12 gauge. But the double barrel is fun, but most useful, most utility is definitely probably this one. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at it. Put the Icy Depths camo on it and then matched it up with a bunch of other different things. It looked like it came out pretty good. These are the mods that I'm using. I'm not going to go through all of these aren't really new. You can take a look at them and play the video back if you absolutely need it, but I feel like for this particular setup, this is the best way to build this gun. That extended clip is amazing on this build, but then I have the other build that I'm going to show you where I don't use that one. So let's go ahead and jump over. Of course, my secondary is the striker, just because that's my favorite. It seems very useful. I mean, you can use any secondary you want. Shotgun is definitely used on this build. Sentries, because it's crowd control. Any crowd control build has to have sentries. If someone's telling you they're doing crowd control and not using sentries, you should be worried. You should be in trouble. For this particular build, I couldn't factor in getting the throwables replenished, so we're going with throwing knives because you can kill and then go pick that up and you'll still have throwables all game. Medium ballistic vest, because that's a good balance between tanky and not super slow. You definitely want that with this particular build. Overkill weapon, you can be anything you want. I just chose the grenade launcher because most people don't. With this particular build, you absolutely need the tool, the ECM jammer. Once you see the build, it'll make perfect sense. You definitely want at least one of these in your loud build at all times. I know y'all don't want to use anything other than motion sensors, but I'm telling you, this channel is to broaden your horizon, change your thinking. Everything in this game is useful. The gameplay will let it speak for itself. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the skills. Yeah, we're going straight into the skills. Go ahead and take a look at this. Like I said, this is mostly just syntax error, everything. I even put the little USB drive and the computer sticker on it. Syntax error, straight up. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump straight into the skills. Human Shield Sentry build. I know you guys are probably looking at this and like, well, normally you already have all the skills, but where are all the skills? Trust the process, Joel and Beat. For real. For this human shield, it's actually a lot, I don't know, it's a little bit micromanaging. but it has a huge reward. So I guess high risk, high reward. It's really useful to have it on your team. He definitely controls the crowd when you're using this build. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So off rip, we're not doing anything with medic, we're not doing anything with ammo specialist, we're not doing anything with mower, we're not doing anything with infiltrator. The only thing we're taking from tanked is that new perk, the clean slate. I forgot these are skills, not perks. The skills clean slate. Being able to put that armor back without having to take a plate is always useful. I honestly think it should go in every build at this point. Every build. There are a few skills that seem to be like core, and you play around with the other ones, but that seems like it's made it into the core section. I should do like a tier list of what perks are core and what perks are not for Overkill. Just keep looking out for that one. But anyway, let's go ahead and move forward. For sharpshooter, the only thing we're taking from sharpshooter is collateral control. I don't know why that's not called collateral damage. Well, I guess that makes sense, you know, because it only affects when you shoot the belt of the nader or the battery of the zapper. Normally it shocks and hurts everybody around you, including you and your teammates and the hostages that you might have on the ground, and the enemies. But with this one, it only hurts the enemies. It doesn't do anything to the hostages. It doesn't do anything to you or your teammates. It only does the enemies. It's really good to use considering how this build is going to go. So those are your first 3 points right there. We're skipping everything in escapist. We're not going to be doing much running, so you don't need it. We're not doing anything with grenades. You don't need it. You're getting everything in enforcer. Everything is maxed out enforcer. Enforcer is aced, quick reload, face to face, solid. Solid is like the core mechanic of this build. This is like the heart of this build. And then maybe the lungs might be this combat reload. These two together is what really does your build for you. These two, absolutely. And then you're using the sharpshooter for your edge. Actually, these are ace, so you'll get edge and grit no matter what. But you know, this also does it so you can get it in between waves without having to do anything. You just aim for a couple seconds, standing still, and then you got edge. That would be really useful if we could use this, because then we'd have throwables, but it doesn't fit. So we're sticking with the knives. Everything in infiltrator though, like shock and awe is like the tale resistance. I'm telling you, it's very essential for this build. Anyway, get all of that. And then, like I said, everyone needs to be able to get a hostage. No matter what, everyone on your team has to be able to get a hostage. That's one of those core things that should be in the core build of everybody's build. So manipulator and menacing. But because you have a hostage all the time, you always got someone there. So why wait for the medic to come pick you up? Which it is their job to do that. But you know, sometimes they might be doing something else. You know, the medic has probably the hardest thing to play, because you have so many different things that you got to micromanage as a good medic, and the least of them is shooting. That you should not be worried about shooting or getting the most kills when you're the medic. You should be worrying about everything else. Just shooting is like the last thing on the list. So this just, you know, helps out your medic a little bit. You know, you got a hostage right beside you anyway. If you happen to go down because you're holding one, you might as well make him pick you back up. And you can go right back to holding them again. No harm, no foul. After that, of course, this is a crowd control build, so we are living on engineer. Engineer aced AP rounds, so we can get through that armor and we can stumble everything. Cooling system, so it lasts longer. Do not get detonate. It kills the hostages around you. I've only have one build that I'm going to show you guys where I actually use detonate, because it's useful in that one build. Any other build, don't use it. It's not useful. It's going to kill all of your hostages. It's going to do more harm than good. Because even if you put it out in the middle of the crowd, and let's say it blows up all of the enemies that are out there, you still got to go out there and pick that thing up without getting shot. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. Don't use it, except for on that one other build that I'll show you guys. Either way, spin cycle, because you want to be able to shoot all around at all times. You don't want to have to keep moving your sentries, and then of course too, because you want to have the max amount of sentries you can use. This would have been great, just didn't fit. Didn't fit. So anyway, moving on. We're not doing anything in Gunslinger because we gotta aim down sights. We're not doing anything in Grifter. We're not doing anything in Hacker. We're not doing anything in Tactician. Not bad, but still not doing anything in Tactician. We're not doing anything in Strategist. CQC Specialist. This is the I guess you might say that other one that I was saying, solid might be the heart. This might be the brain of that of this build. All right, so you're getting the CQC Specialist, not Ace, just the first part. You don't care about refreshing your grit. You're gonna get grit all the time anyway, and you're gonna have it pretty much the whole game. Soft SS. You always want, if you're holding a hostage, you might as well throw them off and repair your armor. But the most important thing about this build is not the repairing of the armor. It's that 5% movement speed while you're holding a human shield. And I'm going to show you guys why. I know you're probably thinking like 5%, that's not a big deal. But then you go skip Groundskeeper because you don't care about taking them down faster, and you get Pin Puller. Pin Puller is really good too because if you have a grit, it'll consume your grit, and when you throw the SWAT guy down that you're holding as a human hostage, you will activate his smoke grenade, which gives you cover to do a couple different things. I don't know, repair your sentry, run somewhere and put in some ingredients, pick up your teammate, anything at all. It just gives you cover to the point where you're not getting shot. It goes hand in hand. But even with that perk, that part of the skill, that's still not the most important part. The most important part is that movement speed while holding a human shield. Now you have 10% movement speed, and then if you have rush on top of that, then you have 30% movement speed, because that rush gives you 20, or is it 10? Well, it just says increased movement speed, but I'm pretty sure that's 10. That's 10. 10% movement speed on top of that. All right, so my bad. You have 20. That's 20 is a big number in this game, if you haven't noticed that. 20 changes the game dramatically for you. Those two together are definitely the brains of this build here. We're skipping everything in Transporter. This is why you need the ECM Jammer. ECM Jammer, you gotta ace it because you don't want to have to worry about if you have rush or not when you're trying to activate these things, and as soon as you put down the ECM Jammer, you want to have rush because of this perk over here, Kinetic Short, which you need rush, and it pretty much turns whatever gun you're shooting at the moment into the Zapper's taser. So you shoot them one time, they get electrocuted, they'll stand there for 5 seconds. Anybody you shoot, as long as that ECM Jammer is activated and you have rush, which you'll have rush because you get rush just from putting an ECM Jammer down. That's what happens when you ace it. So like I said, you absolutely need that. And the other thing, and the reason that's good is because when you're leaving at the end of a mission, or even if you're just escorting someone to that mission, you being able to hold them in place through the final charge is seconds that you will appreciate, that you won't be able to get back. I'm telling you, it's the greatest thing ever. You just walk comfortably, calmly to the van without risking your whole team going down on the way there. You are the crowd control, and it's simply amazing. The other good thing about the ECM Jammer is this perk here, or skill here, called Signal Scan. Basically, whenever the FBI van shows up, or if you're looking for snipers, even the techie, or just straight up looking for cameras, all the cameras inside of the map at the moment, this highlights everything for as long as your ECM Jammer is activated. I know you're probably thinking like, well, I know where the FBI van spawns, and if I play the game long enough, I'll know all the spawns for the techies, and the snipers are easy to see because they got a red beam coming from them, and I don't care about the cameras. I can find the cameras myself. All of that talking that we just did would have been erased within 2 seconds of you just throwing an ECM Jammer and giving all that information to everyone on your team. Don't be dumb. Use the perks or the skills that they give us. It's in the game for a reason. Don't convince yourself that you don't need to be using certain skills. You do. Use them. Benefit from them. Don't make it harder on yourself than it has to be. this build is absolutely essential. And then the last two things that you have, like I said, this is another core perk or skill that needs to be in everybody's build. First point into fortitude, which also gives us that grit and extra 50% health, which is good, but you know, not super necessary. We don't have to ace it, but this is what makes that amazing. The pain perk here that doubles everything whenever you have adrenaline. There's no way around it. It has to go in everyone's build. Like, they knew what they were doing when they put it in there. It's like, you playing without it is just dumb. Like, I can't even sugarcoat it. It's just put it in your build, bro. Like, don't think you don't need it. Don't try to convince yourself, oh, if I do something else, it might be better. No, it won't. It's in the game. Use it. Put it in your build. Please, for the love of God, put it in your build. All right, let's jump into the gameplay and show you guys exactly how this thing works. This thing has so many quirky little things that you didn't even notice that you can take advantage of. And I know you guys love exploits. This build is like the exploit king. I'm telling you. And I'm not even just talking about just holding the hostage and having your solid activate. I'm talking about all the quirky spots that you can get in when you're holding a hostage that for some reason you get because you're able to move fast with them in your hand. I'll just let you guys see the gameplay to see what I'm talking about. Once you see it, drop it down in the comments to let me know that you know what you saw it. Please, thank you. Let's go. Look at this, y'all. Look how beautiful that looks. The bots are gonna follow you into the house and start shooting. Gotta be quicker than that. I think one of them stayed back here with me. Yeah, he stayed back here. I'm gonna try not to go too close, cause I don't want him to run in. The lights are out here.
I found one.
Oh, on that shed out here in the front. And I found some planks. I wish we could make them pick up stuff. The bots. Oh, here's the other set of planks are out here on the tire. Dang, it's stuff everywhere. Oh, there's a hostage on here? Oh, okay, there I go. Alright, look at this increased movement speed. Oh, here they go.
Gun on the floor. Now, hands on your head.
Coming up.
Get down or die. Hands up, eyes down. No funny stuff. Don't get any ideas.
I dug up Bane's old notes from your last cook on the CrimeNet archive. Looks like we need muriatic acid, caustic soda, and hydrogen chloride.
Alright.
Love wants at least 3 bags of meth. I think we can handle that, as long as Bane's recipe is reliable.
Follow me.
Just one shot to see this. Look how crazy this works out for everyone.
Don't let them get any closer.
Yeah. Got shot. I'll pick this guy up.
No pressure.
Look at this nonsense. There we go. I'm in the spot.
Bane wrote hydroxide chloride. Pretty sure he means hydrogen chloride. Keep an eye out. Hostage rescue is on the scene.
And this is why this build is broken. This guy, he's just gonna run up to me and nothing's gonna happen.
This is a delicate process. Add the chemicals one at a time.
Once everybody finds this out, this build will become super popular, I'm sure. until it gets super crazy in here when it's like 30 people just standing watching me. That guy. Oh, he killed him. Look, he's running up to me, nothing's gonna. Ah, everybody's killing him. James is in custody. Crowd control at its best. Wish they had a better camera angle up here though. Now he can make the drop. Sniper aiming at you. Got that, gotta surrender all the way up there.
Alright, gang. We need some sodium hydroxide. That's caustic soda.
Caustic soda.
I can't get a clean shot.
Nice going. You can cook that batch a little longer to increase the purity, but keep an eye on it.
Look at that. That went flawlessly. Remember, there's product on the table.
They're deploying. I can tell this isn't your first cut. We need... This note just says acid. Must be muriatic acid, right?
Do you understand?
Here's one. There it is.
Okay. The reaction looks stable. Keep going. You tie down a civilian. I have something to bargain with.
Get rid of that guy. Get rid of that guy. Get rid of that guy. Get rid of that guy.
Alright, gang.
Get rid of that guy. Get rid of that guy. I'll bring this guy in here. You gotta.
No explosions yet.
Oh
Yes, we're
shit.
good.
This down.
Dropped an armor bag here. Sentry gun here. Setting up a sentry gun. Nailed the sniper.
30 seconds until they hit you. Focus, people.
Got it right here. I killed the sniper.
Right back into our spot.
If Bane's notes are accurate, these notes are all over the place. Is that hydrogen? No. Caustic soda. That's what we want.
Caustic soda.
You did it! The batch's purity will increase if you cook it a bit longer.
Here's one.
Just don't let it burn.
This is your spot.
The railway bridge. Follow up.
Wish we had a full team so you just, like, they would, the bots would stop killing so fast.
You're a natural. Ready for another batch?
Ran up to me just to surrender.
Time to add some hydrogen chloride. I'm 79% sure. They deployed the hostage rescue
Messed
team.
that up. Messed that up.
That sounds.
There we go.
Is that? No, I think it's okay.
this is exactly what I meant.
Pearl is back with us.
Yeah, this is why this spot is broken.
Close up behind the shield.
You could literally sit here all
It's
day.
muriatic acid.
Stun grenade.
You could save your whole team a loss just by sitting here. It's kind of a bad angle. You gotta get them before they get to you.
I'm 57% sure. Mix in some muriatic acid.
And look, this is happening without solid. Yeah, technically, I don't need solid to do this.
I can take it.
Okay, we got a batch. The purity will increase if you let it cook, but don't let it sit for too long. The cops are backing down. We got a chance to regroup.
Losing ground. Trying to hide. Nowhere to run. This is your only warning. Come out with your hands on your head. I'm coming in. Hold the position.
Oh, okay.
Round up the product. The escape van's en route.
Alright, that's actually it. You go ahead and leave.
There's still time to use up the rest of the ingredients. Caustic soda? More cops on the way. They're in 30 seconds.
Shoot him. Shoot him, body. Alright, I'm coming to you. You got everything already.
Fucking FBI just got here. Take out the
And this is
internal
why you
van.
need the ECMs for this exact here. FBI van here. Where is it at? It's highlighted red. See that? Everybody sees
One
it.
bag and count. All right. Let's do it. 2 bags and counting. Throw in the
Easy
caustic
peasy.
soda.
I got you covered.
3 bags and counting.
And we're out. Now, I could also put that ECM back and use the zapper. But that's it. Straight to the point. Human shield, crowd control build. Definitely use it. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Show your friends. It's pretty broken right now. GG.